Don't get back to the middle of nowhere in transition defense. Watch this player right here. Where are you getting back to? Get over here so this player can go to the corner. You don't just stand in no man's land, but you're standing in no man's land. So this player in the corner is wide open to just rip and go into the lane, draw help, layup. What on earth is this defender doing right here? You're guarding the ball. What is this? How did that just happen? All right, so I guess the Raptors are icing this ball screen. If you're Fred VanVleet, you've got to stay underneath the ball. That's your only responsibility. Look at this. Does he do that? No, he does not. So it's an easy Thunder, too. God, is this a god-awful gamble right here? Look at this. What are you doing? Look at that gamble. So now, of course, you're beat. Draws a double team, open corner three. Look, it's subtle, but it's enough. These two players are neck and neck with each other. Just sprint back if you're this Toronto player. Look at this little stupid gamble right there. So now look at the space now that was created. So now this player's ahead of you, and it's just an alley-oop dunk. All right, so we have a deflection off this pick and roll right here, okay? So Fred VanVleet, if he's coming over here, has got to say, I've got this player, so this player knows to go here. But VanVleet isn't communicating anything because this player's standing in no man's land. So now, of course, that leads to a wide-open corner three. What is Thaddeus Young doing here? You cannot, this separation between you and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can never happen. Get up, force him this way, right into help. But you're sagging, so you give up an open three, obviously. What is this player for Toronto doing? You're doing fine guarding one-on-one. Why, instead of sliding with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander here, why are you just opening your hip up, giving him this space right here? So now you're off balance. Now you're going to have to come back up to guard him, and that's where he gets you with that crossover and a floater. All right, again, if you're going to get beat here and you can't guard this player for the Thunder, then cut the court this way, okay? Angle your body to force him to where there's no place to go, where I have nothing but the Raptors defenders. Instead, I'm getting beat to where there's no help whatsoever, and it's just an easy step-back jumper. Again, if you're giving this player this area here, the way your hips are, it's indicating you are, then this player's got to get in with his back to the baseline. So when this player comes this way, I can stunt without moving my feet and recover. But that's not the case. So this player just takes that space, and it's an alley-oop. Cannot feel out screens that don't get set. Look at this right here. This player's going to fake like he's going to set a screen and slip it. Okay, but yet look at this defender right here. See how he's feeling out a screen that never gets set. So now this player blows right by you for a dunk. Boy, if you're Thaddeus Young, is this lazy. Look at this right here. You're guarding away from the ball. Look at his feet. You have to be in a wide stance, ready to guard. When your feet are tied together like this, you have no chance of getting out to the corner. This is insane. How are you about to fall asleep on your man this much? Look at this. Look at that player right here, staring at the ball with no recollection of what's going on with his man. So it's just going to be an easy backdoor cut for two. Wow, is that bad defense. Want to play the gaps defensively. Your feet cannot take you inward. Watch this Raptors player. Look at his feet going inward. Now you're never getting back outward, so it's rip and go right into the lane for a layup. Stop switching ball screens over the top. You've got to get underneath the screener. Look at Fred VanVleet. You're switching this ball screen lazily, I might add, over the top. So now this player's got to come and help. The corner's wide open right here, and it's just an open catch-and-shoot three. What is Malachi Flynn doing here? Look at this. This man's going to make this pass. That is not exactly how you guard away from the ball with your back to your man. So, of course, he's going to beat you backdoor off that. What is Malachi Flynn doing here? Look at this closeout. How is this your closeout? Are you what? You're here, your man's here. So, of course, he blows right by you into the rim, collapses the defense, and it's an easy Thunder, too. Jesus. Again, what is Malachi Flynn doing here? Okay, this is going to be a fake dribble handoff. Whether it's a dribble handoff or a fake dribble handoff, this player just goes through, and you stay underneath your man. Look at Malachi Flynn, not underneath his man. Easy, too. This is just the world's worst gamble right here. What are you doing? So, yet now you get blown by, collapses the defense, Thunder dunk. Don't give up 2-on-1s for no reason. Please hedge this screen. Get this guard out of here. Again, you got backside help right here on this player's roll, but instead you want to give up a 2-on-1 for no reason. Stop giving guards the lane for no reason. Again, up and hedge. This is your backside help. Does this player want to throw a skip pass here? I have plenty of time to recover. Instead, you're just giving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the lane, acting like something good's going to happen. What is Fred VanVleet doing here? This player is doing fine one-on-one. Look at this. Totally fine. And what are you doing anyways? You're not helping. You're just in no man's land. So now your man in the corner's open. Rip and go drive. Draw help. Layup. All right, so you're guarding Josh Giddey here, and you end up backpedaling, okay? But on your recovery right now, you've got to get up, your feet set, in a defensive stance. Look at how lazy this recovery is. Your feet are never set. So that's how Josh Giddey gets you again out of position, and it's a layup. What on God's green earth is this defense? There is no ball screen set. Why are you not just guarding your man? Why are you giving him the lane? So that draws help, of course. And now Pokusevski's wide open on this pop right here. Again, if you can't guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, then you need to get up and force him into help right here, okay? But you just backpedal and backpedal and backpedal, and nothing's good gonna happen from that. Come on, you don't switch a cross screen. Look at this right here, okay? Cross screen's getting set. Fred VanVleet, you have to jam this player as he comes through to knock him off a spot so this player can get on the other side. You end up having a totally late switch, and it's just an easy 2 off a sideline out of bounds. So you switch this handoff right here. You can't switch back. Like, look, there's no screen being set. This player is just diving to the rim. But you're going to switch back. Can't do that. Not how that works. Why are you defending like this? Why? Why are you just giving this player this lane here? What? So now this, of course, collapses the defense and leads to an open 3. Not how you defend a man coming off a down screen. Look at this player right here for the Raptors. Your back can't be to the sideline. It's to the baseline, and you chase off of his hip, okay? But your back's to the sideline, so now you're going to get drilled with that screen, okay? And now this Thunder player goes right to the rim for a layup. You never defend like this when your man's coming through a down screen, okay? Your back cannot be to the sideline. You got to get underneath, back to the baseline, and you chase off his hip. When your back's to the sideline, look at this. You get nailed by this screen, and now your man's able to just get it and go right into the lane for an easy 2. It's pathetic. If you are hedging a ball screen, you've got to cut this player's dribble off. You cannot let him turn the corner. That doesn't happen at all. This player turns the corner, you're screwed. So right now you're opening your hip and forcing this player into help. I think that's great, but you have to keep him that way. Look at this stop right here. You've got to angle your body so there's no way he can spin this way. You've got to force him right into this help right here. That doesn't happen. This player's able to spin the other way, draw help, wide open 3. I mean, you switch this screen, this gamble just destroys you. Look at this player gamble right there. You don't get it. Now this player's in the lane, and it's an alley-oop. Okay, you've got to just guard the inbounder right like this. You cannot be biting at pass fakes. Look at this right there. Look at you biting right here. Okay, so now this player's just going to inbound it and cut backdoor and kill you. Okay, you got this player's dropping underneath the ball right here. Okay, this player does not need to drop underneath the ball. You have to stay with your man. You don't stay with your man. You give up layup. Why are you guarding like this? This is so ridiculous. Look at this player here. Why are you giving this player this area of the floor? What's that going to do? Obviously draw a double team, and it's an open 3 now. And again, in transition, you have to get up and guard. Look at this right here. If I'm up and guarding and forcing him this way, there's no place to go. This player's man's all the way out here. But instead, you're playing way off and just going to let this player go right to the rim for 2. What is Thaddeus Young doing here? You switch this ball screen. Why are you standing in total no man's land? Please go find your man and guard him. Look at this. You're just standing in the total middle of nowhere. So, of course, your man's open for three.